man. We got Monday betting with Tony. Let's go, baby. We got to win some friggin' money. How you guys doing? Did you miss me? You didn't see me all weekend long, right? You haven't seen Tony for a week. And who knows if we'll ever see Mike again. I don't know where he's at, man. We're the sports nuts, yeah. One of the nuts. There he is. He's coming in, Tony. He finally
coming in hot.
Dude, you're late. Tony's fining you for being late. He just told me that. You're being fined 2 strokes in your next golf match.
Here's the thing. Every time I'm late, the parlay hits.
Okay, well, you've been late every day.
No.
All right, Mike, tell them about how they can get a couple of free months of the Fantasy Optimizer, would you?
Yeah, just email me, Mike at OddsJam.com. Email Bob at OddsJam.com, and we can let you know of a simple process you could probably do and potentially get a couple of months free using OddsJam. So email us. We'll fill you in on the details and see if we can make it happen.
Just Incredible is here again. What's up? Stephen Betts, what's up? Lots of things up. We Tony and I have to revel in glory here of the golf gurus and the fact that Hovland won, and we had him as one of our outrights, and we finally got another outright. So we had 2 outrights for the year, and 6 of the 11 picks that we had hit. So a very profitable golf weekend, right, Tony?
Yeah, it's always nice to hit an outright. That always makes the Sunday night and the Monday morning even sweeter. We got Hovland at plus 1,600, so he wasn't even the top favorite on the board there. But he outlasted Rory and Scotty, who were favorites ahead of him. And a big win for me and my pockets, and I hope Bob and everybody else that tailed us as well. And, yeah, I mean, hitting an outright in golf isn't easy. And we've hit 2 this year. We've been really good on the 20s, 10s, and 5s. But this week coming up with only 30 golfers, I don't think we're going to have any 20s out there. But we'll definitely try to run it back for everybody out there.
This is going to be a weird week, okay? Tour Championship, 30 golfers. And Scotty starts off with a 2-shot lead over Hovland, right?
Yeah, and then a 10-shot lead over the golfers 25 through 30. So, right. I mean, it's just all spread out throughout the board from 10 under to even par. So the 30 golfers are spread out between 10 strokes on how they've played throughout the year. It's a little interesting way to do it. But, I mean, hey, you've got a head start in an awesome golf tournament coming up. So as long as the favorites stick with the lead and don't fall too far behind, it should be someone up there in about the top 10.
I'm rooting for Rory. I'm rooting personally. Okay. There's Jordan Thackeray. What's up?
What's up, Jordan?
So, I guess we get you a parlay here, guys. And I got to be honest with you. I have no idea what I'm going to pick. All right. So I'm going to take a step back here. I'm going to let you guys get this thing started. I'll share my screen here in just a second. Not very prepared here, am I?
I don't mind getting us started if you don't mind, Mike.
Go ahead. Yes.
Go for it there. Hang on a second. Let me get my screen shared and we'll get rolling here. Are you going to MLB?
No, I mean, so a lot of people think that Monday is the slowest day on the sports calendar, and they might think that I have the short end of the stick of coming on the show on Mondays, but I think we're coming up to the best time of the year. Because on Mondays, we got Monday Night Football every week coming up. And tonight, we've got more preseason Monday Night Football. We get to recap all the games throughout the weekend on Mondays. But we've got the best game of the week every week on Monday night. So we're going to go a little bit against the grain here. I don't think the Baltimore Ravens have lost a preseason game since 2015. But tonight on Last Minute Betting, we're taking the Washington Fighting Commanders on the money line to break that streak. I actually took them and I shared it on Twitter almost a week ago when the lines opened. I got them at plus 160 on the money line.
Wow.
So they've just been hammered down all week. A lot of people, I think, are on the same boat as I am. But I think it's got to end eventually. Baltimore doesn't seem to be playing many of their starters tonight. So we are going to go with Washington in the battle of that area, DMV down there. And we'll take the Commanders on the money line.
All right. There you go. One leg there. Mike, you want me to go?
It doesn't matter if you want me to go. I'll go.
Well, I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to go. I'm going to tell you where I'm at.
Okay.
What game I'm thinking about, and I want to know opinions from you guys here. Okay.
We can do that.
We got the Royals at the A's. I'm actually thinking about taking the A's on the money line.
Yep, I'm on that as well.
You all right with it, Mike?
Yeah, let's roll with it.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what that brings us to. Since Tony got us that big plus money one, we're up to plus 282, plus 272. Your turn, Mike.
Yeah, Bob, I'm going to go to this Nets-Braves game, and I'm not going to do a Nerfy. I'm actually going to take a Yerfy in this game.
Ooh.
I mean, we got a pitching matchup here that I think even the Mets could potentially get us on the board early. We know how potent the Braves are in the first inning. They just pour on the runs. And I think that we definitely see some runs in the first inning in this one.
Okay. All right. This will be a $25 giveaway. Let me add that to my bet tracker. Here's what we got, folks. We've got the Washington Commanders, the Fighting Commanders on the money line. The Oakland Athletics, the Fighting Athletics on the money line. And Yerfy in the Mets and Braves game. Yerfy. I will get that going here. Let's check a couple comments here. Jabari's here. He can't come on the show Friday. He has no internet. They're having all kinds of problems and looking like a hurricane might hit Texas. So not good. Not good. Thoughts on Cubs money line today? I've got a ton of money on them tonight. Just incredible. I think that's a good bet. That's one of the plays.
Yeah.
In my, I almost said my hockey video, in my MLB video for today.
Yeah. I mean, Detroit's been playing kind of good here lately. You know, you got to give them credit. I do think that that goes for something, but ultimately the Cubs are still fighting for a playoff spot here. They still have hope for that. I think the Cubs can bring it tonight and will. It'll be interesting. Javi Baez facing his former team for the first time in the Cubs. So that's maybe something to look out for. That does make me a little nervous because, you know, Javi Baez, does he decide to turn it on tonight? You know, wanting to get back at his former team. But ultimately, man, I think we could roll with the Cubs money line tonight. I trust it. Justin, I think you're good.
Okay, I just want to tell you one thing right now. The Cubs are in the lead for the last playoff spot, the third playoff spot in the National League.
Yeah, I mean they're going to continue to have to play well down the stretch here, and you know, you got to take advantage of a Detroit team that, yes, they're playing good, but at the end of the day, they're 10 games under 500. Cubs should take care of business.
I agree 100%. All right, I'm going to put this together. I'm going to let you take over. Jabari's got all kinds of comments. He said it's the least he could do, hanging out with us. Braves looking good for a Super Bowl.
World Series, he meant. Yes, definitely. Man, I'll tell you what, though, I just feel like Dodgers Braves, that could be a big time. I mean, the way Lance Lynn's pitching for the Dodgers right now, it's got to make you feel pretty good if you're a Dodgers fan that, you know, hey, our rotation is pretty solid right now.
Hey, you guys remember, Tony? You remember when the Dodgers were 3.5 games out of first behind Arizona?
Yeah, we did a little futures preview on that episode here, and
Right.
I believe we were all in the Dodgers, and that looks pretty good right now. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Dodgers rotation is struggling. Gonsolin was just announced that he's out for the year, but I mean, he hasn't even had a good year anyway. But
Right.
yeah, with the Braves rotation struggling and the Dodgers rotation a little struggling, but kind of coming together, it's going to be an offensive show like it has been with both teams. I mean,
Look,
they're-
guys.
it's just crazy.
That they were 3.5 out. They're now out in front of the Giants by 11.5 games.
Oh yeah, they've turned
Oh,
it
it's
on.
over.
They are 1.5 game behind Baltimore for the second best record in all of baseball, and the Braves better watch out because there's not a team in baseball that could score late like the Dodgers.
I mean, it's going to be a heck of a series. Yeah, Braves stacked the lineup, no doubt about that. And the thing with the Braves, you kind of got two teams that are, you got Atlanta who can score on you really early, and they're known for it because that top of the order is just deadly. And then you got a Dodgers team that is known to score late. So that's definitely going to be a good series. I've been on the Braves, so I do still confidently like the Braves ultimately to go to the World Series. I think they can beat the Dodgers, but I'm not as confident as I once was because the Dodgers are starting to look scary, especially offensively. Yeah, I agree, Barry. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Dodgers. You got Freddie and Mookie having tremendous seasons, and a couple of really clutch players too. But I mean, that's just going to make for a great series there, Dodgers Braves. If we're able to see that, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much four guys right there that could win the MVP. I mean, Acuna is probably going to win it, but Matt Olson, his teammate, could also win it because he might hit 55, 60 home runs. And then Freddie Freeman had probably the best stat line across the board in all of baseball, hitting-wise. So he could win the MVP if it wasn't for Acuna or Olson. And then Mookie Betts is right there behind Freeman and all of his stats. So you've got four of the best players in baseball right at the top of both lineups. I think it's pretty much a shoo-in if you can find an exacta for an NLCS matchup. I mean, Braves-Dodgers, you can't go wrong there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt there. And the other thing is Austin Riley. You want to throw him in the mix. I mean, he's batting 279, almost 30 home runs, 77. He's probably going to be a 100 RBI guy. He's a 77 right now. I think he'll definitely break 100. So, I mean, that's another guy that could potentially, be an MVP, there. So, that's going to be great baseball.
Yeah, the AL is what's getting interesting. I mean, the Mariners just swept the Astros this weekend, so that division's getting hot. The AL East is getting hot with Tampa still playing well right behind Baltimore, and Toronto's still playing well. Boston's right there with the sweep of the Yankees this weekend. So, I mean, the AL race in almost every division is what's going to be exciting.
It is. I think I agree with Barry, though. I mean, he says, wish we could get a Dodgers-Braves World Series. I mean, it almost feels like, look, I know the American League has some teams that we've got to respect. They're good teams. But does anybody think anybody from the American League is winning the World Series right now? I think that we would definitely have to agree. Dodgers Braves have to be the front runners right now to win the World Series.
Oh yeah, no two ways about it. Absolutely. We're going to take a look at that while you get this together for us. We appreciate it. Stephen Batts said, don't ever remember Bob betting on Oakland before. I've always bet on Oakland plus 1.5, but now it's a money line tonight. And
I actually took Oakland on the run line as well tonight, minus 1.5, because that was a positive EV play from earlier in the day. But yeah, I mean, with only 34, 35 wins this year, I think it's fair to say that this might be the only time or one of two times we've taken Oakland this season.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the deal, okay? It's not like the Royals are a great team. They're 46 games under 500, and the A's are 56 games under 500.
No, but the Royals had been playing a little better. Again, I know they're both not very good teams, but I do feel the Royals are a little better of a team than the A's. But again, we're just needing the A's to win one of these games here. So tonight.
Yeah, the Royals are better, but if Paul Blackburn, the starter for the A's tonight, if he was on any other team, a lot more people would know about him. He's a great pitcher. So, with Blackburn going tonight at home, I really like Oakland.
I feel good about this game tonight.
Yeah, Blackburn's a pretty good pitcher. He really is. And J.P. Sears has his moments here and there too, He can show some consistency, but again, those guys aren't going to get much love because they're on the laughable A's.
Right. All right. So I got to do a little prize picks thing here real quick. There is a no-brainer play, a gimme play on prize picks right now. Okay. And here it is. Are you ready?
Nice, Barry. You see that, Tony? He says, great point. Best sports take he has heard all week.
There you go. We've got, Barry, for the regular season, we have 482 hours and 3 minutes and 22 seconds to be able to take this play. It's 99% off Dak Prescott to pass for 1 yard. So that's a gimme. That's a gimme, folks. They're trying to give you some free money there. You'll be putting that in your plays, in your entries. Let's go to the optimizer and see what's going on.
So you're saying there's no way Cooper Rush beats him out in camp, huh?
No, that's not happening. Jerry's not going to go for that. All right, so here we go.
Barry says take the under.
Yeah, Cooper Rush time.
Sam Howell, over 64.5 passing yards on the optimizer, guys, is a 70% play. And you know that we've got to add that to our Prize Picks 5-pick flex, right?
Yeah, we're on the Commanders tonight. He should play a series or two, so let's have a couple big plays there against that Baltimore defense. And 65 yards shouldn't be too hard.
Now this one here, Saquon Barkley over 73.5 rushing yards in the Giants' next preseason game. I've got to stay away from that.
Yeah,
unless they're planning on playing them the whole half. And here's the thing. If you take a look at the numbers right now on the Fantasy Optimizer and Price Picks, most of these plays are some of the main guys. So what is this? This next week is going to be preseason week 3. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's the last one, the one that the starters play most of the time to get them ready for the regular season.
So then do you feel comfortable taking that? Barkley over 73.5 rushing?
Man, that's
you can't hate the value, but that's saying that he would average about 150 yards a game. I'm not sure about that in the first one.
What about Devontae Adams over 79.5 receiving yards?
Shoot, man,
these are all the preseason games.
This is NFLP.
Those seem pretty high for preseason stats.
I know.
Yeah, and again, the books have taken a lot into consideration when they've set this stuff, obviously. But I'm a little skeptical too right now because they're going to have to play a decent amount. Now, here's the thing: a couple of drives. It is preseason. Maybe they do get some chunk yards because they're just kind of out there, going with the flow. It's just preseason, So it's not like these numbers these guys couldn't hit. It's just, is Barkley really going to touch the ball a ton in preseason? Injury-prone guy. You think they want him getting hurt in preseason?
Right. Okay. So I went to underdog, guys.
I doubt that. Yeah, Barry, I'm with you.
Same kind of numbers. Let's look at parlay play.
That's week 1 regular season.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that sounds more realistic.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
I'm on a lot of unders in the preseason and in the first few weeks of the NFL. Usually, the unders seem to be the way to go.
Well, that's kind of weird that they're all out there right now. I'll have to let Randall know about that because we actually have hardly any plays for today.
Those are all week one. The Sam Howell play, that's for tonight, right?
Sam Howell's tonight. That's the only one.
The rest of them those are regular season stats, right? The Devontae Adams.
That's right. That's what.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's no way he's gonna get 80 in a preseason.
You got Rodgers with 251 yards passing too. So.
I don't even know if they're playing preseason.
Maybe that's set up because of the Dak Prescott special there.
Probably right. You're probably right. That's probably a play to put in. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's do a week one. But it's saying NFL preseason here, and it's not. Is it going to allow me to go to NFL regular season? Yes, there it is right there. So let's put Dak in at over, and let's go to Barkley and put him in over. And let's go to Devontae Adams and put him in over. By the way, who's throwing the ball to Devontae Adams this year?
Jimmy G?
Yeah, that's a concern with them, those yards there.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels has always loved him ever since they drafted him in New England.
Let's take Chase over 80.5.
Oh, definitely.
And the last one will be Nick Chubb over 89.5 rushing yards. Or Derrick Henry over 93.5, or Justin Jefferson over 91.5.
I like the JJ play.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I like Jefferson too, because we know they're going to throw the ball a lot. I mean, no Dalvin Cook. The run game was already hard for them to get going last season, which is part of the reason they went from looking like they could, they only had one loss. It looked like maybe they had a chance to get the number 1 seed if they could keep it together, but lack of running game last year really hurt them.
Oh my goodness. We have got Jabari is loading us up, man. He's got all kinds of comments.
Mike's been reading them off.
Yeah, the most inconsistent Italian of all time. No disrespect to Ben DiNucci.
Well, I don't know. When I'm in a tailspin, I may be the most inconsistent Italian. Pretty bad sometimes. Maybe. All right. So, or could be you too, Mr.
Forget
Italian.
about it.
All right. Do we have any good first half plays tonight? First 5 inning. Do you have any of those that you're on? I haven't been hearing much of those from you lately.
Yeah, there haven't been too many that I've liked, and to be honest with you, I'm locked into these positive EV plays from OddsJam right now, and I'm trying to stick with those more than the plays that are just in my head to see if I can swing some things around, because July was a rough month for me. I threw a lot of plays in there that honestly weren't data driven, and so this month I've only stuck to the percentage of plays on the positive EV page with a specific width, and I'm over $2,000 since the beginning of August. So I'm doing something right. So I haven't found too many plus a half plays that I've liked. There are first half money line plays that I throw out there every once in a while, but the plus a half, it seems like, was kind of a niche play that I was on last year that I haven't seen too much of on OddsJam, but I might try to get back to them in a little bit.
The minus a half has been popping up more.
Yeah, and the first half money line seems to be the most prevalent. and the first half total runs. If you're awake around midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., when those lines come out for baseball, you can get almost a whole run difference on the first half run line, or the first half total, usually from like a 3.5 to a 4.5, or a 4.5 to a 5.5. So if you jump on that over or that under quickly in the morning, I've found that those first 5 totals have been pretty good for me as well.
Jabari just said you said that so casually, up over $2,000, just real nonchalant.
Well, I lost a lot in July too, so it's all balancing out.
Okay, did you lose $2,000 in July?
No, I didn't lose 2 in July. I think I'll post it later, but I've got all my stats. I think I'm still close to about $8,000 since I've started with OddsJam, which was I started the week of the Super Bowl. Yeah, I took the Chiefs because I saw that Alex was on the Chiefs, and I couldn't figure out who to take. And I was fighting with the Eagles and the Chiefs for weeks, and then I finally found OddsJam, and I put a bunch of money on the Chiefs because of OddsJam, and I've been with them ever since.
Cool. Down 400 from July. July was a rough month.
Yeah, July was weird.
Yeah, I will readily admit that the variance came into play quite a bit in July, but August is started out better, and we've got more things to come down the road here. There's going to be more things happening. So I'm very curious. What are the Dodgers to win the World Series right now, guys? I mean, I'm just curious.
Whatever book has the best odds, take it.
I'm going to pull it up here right now. World Series winner. So the Dodgers are now, the Braves are plus 330, and you can get the Dodgers on Caesars at plus 450. Now,
I was going to say, wait, if it hit 500, that would be juicy, but 450 is still pretty good.
Now, here's something that just blows my mind. I just want you guys to see this. The Astros are third at plus 800.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Rangers. Nobody from your American League East. Seriously. Wow.
I don't think any of the teams in the AL East are really built for a playoff or a World Series run. I mean, you need 3 to 4 solid to good to great starters, and none of the teams really have that. Solid lineup all the way through without many holes. None of the teams in the AL East really have that. So I'm not too surprised about those odds.
How bad, you're down there in Tampa, how bad is everybody feeling about McClanahan?
I mean, there's a lot of things going on with the Rays right now that are just awful. So we're losing everybody left and right. I mean, Wander's about to go on the restricted list for the rest of the season, I think. So there's a bunch of stuff going on. So the Rays, I don't think are going to be in the picture to go to the World Series at all.
Okay, you agree with that, Mike?
Yeah, you have to agree with that.
Jonathan Taylor just got permission to seek a trade.
What an awful start to this season for the Colts.
And here we go. Colts asking for a first-round pick or multiple draft picks equivalent to a first-round pick. And there you go, Mike. Chargers need to jump on that. And Justin's a Charger fan too, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I agree. Need to jump on that for sure. Grab him. I know they got Eckler, but you're going to end up losing Eckler. And why not grab a guy like Jonathan Taylor, who's a really good runner of the football, which is somewhere the Chargers have lacked for a number of years in production there, you know.
Yeah, that is pretty low. Yeah, I would figure that would be higher. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you really, yeah, I mean, you're not going to find a lot of Jonathan Taylors out there. He's a pretty darn good football player.
Oh, but can you imagine what your team would be like with Taylor and Eckler?
Yeah, I just don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. I just don't know that the Chargers will go out and do that.
The value for the running back has just plummeted over the last few years.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it has.
been. It has been for several years. Jordan says Taylor's going to end up on the Bears.
You know, I mean, anything's, I guess, possible. I don't know, Jonathan.
He go to the Bears? Is he?
I wouldn't think. I mean,
Does he get to choose?
Yeah, I doubt that too. He is requested to permission to seek a trade.
Yeah,
now,
but he doesn't have any no trade clause or anything.
Exactly, but he's probably gonna decide where he wants to go.
Yeah, I don't know Chicago somewhere he would want to specifically go. Yeah, you got the read option there with Justin Fields. That could be that. Yeah, that would be. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's a run the football down your throat, line up from the eye, give him a fullback, single back and just up the middle and gash you, I mean, Jonathan Taylor's somewhat of an old school running back, he's a physical kind of guy and he's a good runner. So putting him in the read option, I would have to agree. I don't know that's I mean, if you're the Bears,
it's the opposite of what the Bears are doing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Bears, though, you definitely would love to have a Jonathan Taylor, obviously, and you can figure it out from there. But
right, Chargers.
I think Khalil Herbert's going to have a sneaky good year for the Bears there at running back.
There you go, Mike. Everybody is on JT on the Chargers, bud. Everybody, and I've heard that beforehand too. People are wanting Taylor to go to the Chargers. And, dude, that would elevate your team so much.
100%. That would be huge. That would be absolutely huge.
Yeah, Tony said it before I could type it. Yeah, Tony's pretty quick there. All right, Tony, are you ready for the tournament this week?
Oh, yeah. I've already got a couple guys in mind, but we're gonna wait until Tuesday night or Wednesday to come out with them like we did this time,
right.
just to see what's going on with everybody, and looking forward to it. Yeah, 30 golfers left, so it's kind of like a mini major here, the Tour Championship. So it should be a lot of fun this weekend.
All right, Mike,
at East Lake.
I think we should do something that's kind of fun here, real quick. Let me pull this up.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt that Kansas City is the one team for the Chargers, and they have had some success beating Kansas City. Herbert, before last season was playing good against the Chiefs and still has, even last year, the first game, the broken cracked ribs situation. But yeah, you got to load up to stay with the Chiefs. And if you're the Chargers and you're wanting to actually go do something, then you got to go get a guy like Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, Mike.
It's been the running back too. It's been the running back. That's what they need.
We got to throw this at you. We're going to put you on the spot for golf right now. We feel that the winner is going to come out of the top 10 players.
And hey, hold on. I was just going to mention, remember, Melvin Gordon was a Wisconsin running back. Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin running back, but Taylor is the real deal. Melvin Gordon wasn't the real deal.
Okay. All right. Before you know it, he's going to be talking about Phillip Rivers. All right. All right. Here's your top 10. Scheffler, Hovland, McIlroy, Rahm, Glover, Homa, Cantlay, Harmon, Clark, and Fitzpatrick. Who do you think's going to win, Mike, out of those 10? You get to pick one. Just pull one out. Scotty is he's got a 2-shot lead over Hovland going into the tournament, okay? He's already 2 shots ahead.
Right.
And he's 3 ahead of Rory. He's 4 ahead of Rahm. He's 5 ahead of Glover. Who do you think's going to win?
I'll go with Rory.
All right.
I'll go with Rory. I don't want to go to Hovland because he's coming off of a big win.
Right.
So I don't want to go to him. I think Rory's gonna show up. He's gonna be a little mad that he didn't get the job done. So Rory playing from behind. He probably likes it.
Okay. You heard that, Tony. You heard it. If he's right, we may have to add him to the golf.
Oh, no.
If you're right, you're definitely added to the golf gurus because I don't think I'm on Rory this week. So I'll say that here. So you are the new golf guru in the group if Rory comes through.
Okay,
well, let's hope he doesn't, because I don't want to have to redo this again.
I just got to tell you now, I wouldn't count Rory out because right now Rory's pissed.
Oh yeah,
He's mad at himself. Okay, and I guarantee you they're going to go back to working on some basics of reading greens, and you might see something different. The guy has won the FedEx Cup 3 times. Now we're talking about winning this tournament. Remember, you could win the tournament and not be the FedEx champ, too. That's a possibility, although not for Rory. If he wins, most likely he's going to be the FedEx Cup champion. I just don't see anybody like. Remember when Tiger won the tournament a few years ago? Didn't he win the tour? No, he won. I thought he won a tour championship 1 year on his comeback, but he just won the tournament. He didn't, win the cup.
Right.
I think Rory actually won the cup. So those are 2 separate things. We're talking about actually winning the tournament. Mike, if he wins the tournament, you heard it here. Golf guru. That's right. You will be golf guru. We will call you Double G. Double G, baby. All right, Tony, good job. Thank you. Jabari, we're going to miss you this week. Please be safe. Oh, boy, they are on a roll here.
Like it. Health is the big thing with the Chargers. They've got to stay healthy, and if they do, there's no doubt they're going to be dangerous. And, of course, their head coach has got to be smarter.
Night, guys. Night.
Same to you.
Be good. Have fun.
Go Cubbies, Justin. I'm